Okay, welcome back. Last time we completed most of the stuff, well, everything we could currently do at Seven Sisters High. We also got Maya and Yukino to join the party, and I still need to get a little bit more money, but honestly I didn't feel like it was worth, doing a whole bunch of grinding off screen for. So pretty much, I feel pretty okay just running through here right now, because I do need to walk through, because I do need to leave here to go to the next area. And now that I think about it, I don't get all that much money, but that should be okay, because again, this game is the easiest in the series. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's the easiest in the series. So, hopefully, actually, whatchamacallit, today is when we're going to get more properly introduced to the concept of the rumour mongers. We will be needing those quite a bit throughout the game, and will this just one-shot? It probably does. 10 out of 10 actually did, and Vesta hits rank 4, very nice. The real question is, do we get a mutation? No, we do not. But we do get a Magna card. So that could come in handy. Skill cards are basically... skill cards are when you go to fuse a new persona, you can basically teach that spell, which can always come in handy because because realistically you can get moves that you wouldn't normally be able to if you do use those. Okay, so once again, I'm going to have Lisa just negotiate with these pixies, because I feel like this is probably my easiest way to do this, and we do have a pact with them, but we should be okay. The real question is, will they finally give us any information? And... nope. I'm starting to think they don't actually have any information. Anyway, so what we need to do now is go over to Rengadai, where we can hopefully go and find Miyabi. And Miyabi should have some form of information for us. So before we go and do anything else, let's go and talk to her. So she should be at the diner. Okay. Basically, we're going to be going to and from a couple of places before we actually kind of get today's episode going properly. Anyway, story time. That's weird. Cozy's not here. I thought she'd be munching on a big peace burger. Huh? Hey, is that you, Lisa? Fancy meeting you here. Huh? Oh, yeah, you're on Cozy's newspaper staff. Chikarin? Oh, didn't remember me for a minute of that, huh? Well, that's okay. It clicked in the end. Yep, that's me, Chikarin. So, this is Chika Ueda, a writer for Seven's school paper, also known as rumour among Chikarin. She's scatterbrained but excels at digging up scoops. Which is pretty handy. Perfect timing. Have you seen Cozy? Ah, thanks for reminding me. I was looking at the emblem curse with her. She found out the cuss guys who spread the rumour about the disease were at Zodiac, so she went to infiltrate the club and talk to them. Well, that doesn't sound good. Infiltrate. Didn't know she had it in her to pull off a stealth mission. Hey, pay attention, Akichi. It sounds like it was some Cuss High students who spread the rumor about that disease. There's no way my guys would stoop to that. I didn't teach them to be cowards. She must have gotten some bad info. But even Hania said Cuss High did it. That's 2 witnesses now. Are you still gonna try and play dumb? Well, even if it's true, I bet it's just out of jealousy. If I go and yell at them, those rumors are gonna... Alright, that's enough. We get the point. Let's just go to Zodiac and learn the truth for ourselves. And if Curse High students started the rumor, we'll have Akichi set them straight, okay? Zodiac's that club, but that's not far from here, right? Well, shall we head on over? Okay, so, now, let's see what everyone else has to say first. Those Cuss High students were the ones who really spread that rumor. I bet Akichi was part of it too. I'm the one who should be saying "K here." My guys would never do that, and I'm not taking this airhead's word for that they did. Honestly, kind of valid. Well, they're at it again. They'll be at it for the entire game. If Joker's behind this too, that cozy girl's in danger. We should go to Zodiac. But before we go and do that, we have some information to get. So, pretty much, we need to go... I'll probably just do this after most dungeons. So, pretty much, we can now just go and gain more information. So, sorry, what? Principal Hania's hair was real? I was ready to risk my life to find that out, but now I have a source. Okay, that was worth it. Sure, I'll tell you what I know. You ready for this? Time Castle sells more than clocks. They sell weapons too. I hear the prices are good, but the quality sucks. Okay, so we can also get some information about whatchamacallit, an armor shop. So now we can learn. Okay, we all know of this, that's fine. Rosa Candida and Rangadai now has real armor for sale. The quality is great, but those prices are very high. Okay, and what can we hear about the magazine sweepstakes? Combination of words. I can't do words today, apparently. Okay, so Tamaki is actually a devil summoner. That's canon. It's easy to win, but the prizes are kinda lame. Okay, so with that, we can now leave Peace Diner. We'll come back and talk to Chikarin every now and then throughout the game. Yeah, these people basically are all just kind of talking about, hey, isn't it weird that Hanako just turned up at 7s? What's up with that? Okay, so now I want to go over to Gatan Sushi, which is actually kind of important. Whoa, hey, stop in the name of love. We don't need to be here, right? Right? That you, Akichi? Then hurry up and help out with the restaurant. So, this is Kankichi Mishine. Motto is heart, brains, and prawn. Wants Akichi to follow in his footsteps. Rumored to be skilled at multiple martial arts. What in the hell? Is this a joke? What the hell are you wearing, boy? Yes, sir, Daddy-o. I mean, Dad, hear me out. There's a good explanation for this. I was practicing for a costume party, right, Tatsuya? It's for a school festival. It's not like I always dress like this. Yeah, Akichi is scared of his dad. We will see this recur as a recurring thing. Costume practice. I hope you know what's coming to you if I catch you lying to me. We already decided that you're going to be taking over this restaurant someday. If I find out that's your everyday outfit, there'll be hell to pay. Come on. And Dad, don't be ridiculous. Let's go, Tatsuya. We got to get the hell out of here. I mean, get back to practice. And of course, Lisa finds this idea very funny. Which is kind of messed up. Wait, does this mean Akichi's dad doesn't know he dresses like that all the time? So, why does he change and put on his makeup? He doesn't use the bathroom at a station, does he? Seriously? He lives in fear of his dad? No, Lisa is very mean to Akichi for no reason. I didn't expect Akichi to react so violently to fish. It's like a conditioned response. Or is it more like animal imprinting? Oh, it's nothing. I'm okay. What's up, Akichi? What's going on here? My pops is the only man I have trouble dealing with. Ever since I was a kid, when he yells at me in that scratchy voice, I freeze up. Why? Because when you add up his karate, judo, and capoeira skills, my pops is 18th rank. If I disobey him, he'll murder me. Okay, anyway, here's why we're here. Because now, we can go and talk to Toro. This is Kenta Toro Yokochi, a graduate from St. Hermelin High. He's a top-ranked door-to-door salesman whose impressive record is rumored to be due to his persona. So, basically this is another returning character from Persona 1, and we can ask him about the same things we asked Chikarin about, but we'll hear different things. Okay, so basically the same thing. Time Castle sells real weapons. They're high quality but expensive. Good to know. I mean, obviously I have to go back and actually confirm each of these, but still. Something terrible will happen if the clock at 7 starts again? That's pretty out there. Well, here's what I know. Rosa Candida sells real armor. They have reasonable prices but low quality stuff. And now we can hear about the magazine sweepstakes. I'm not going to bother with Moo because I know that's like the casino and I can't be bothered with it. What is that exactly? Some kind of special job? Well, anyways, here's what I know. Those magazine sweepstakes, I hear you can win real weapons and rare items. Yeah, they're seldom won, but the prizes are very rare. And that is going to be one that I will be using pretty much throughout the entire game. But before I go and do anything else, we have to make a couple more little detours. Because despite having done all of this, I'm not actually going to, despite having done all this, I'm not actually going to use most of these rumours just yet. But I do now need to head on over to Zodiac to start the story. I need to do a little bit of story progress. Basically, I need to go forwards to go backwards to go forwards. Okay, so in we go into the club, where we're going to get some story. Sister, I had a feeling you'd be here. Come on, let's go back together. Wait, Noriko's here too? Looks like she still hasn't given up on Ana Yoshizaka. Sister, no, you can't keep that up or you'll ruin your health even worse. Then you'll never run again. So this is Ana Yoshizaka, a dropout from Seven Sisters High. Currently dissolute, but she was the star of the track team before her accident. Sister, am I that much of an annoyance to you? You idiot! And with that, she just leaves. Don't do this. Trying to be something you're not isn't cool. Who are you? Me? I'm Yukino Mayuzumi, just an apprentice photographer. And why are you getting in my business? Take a hike, will you? You should take the advice people give you. You're the one who will regret it if you don't. Wow, that's stupid. And with that, she just leaves, I guess. I'm surprised you're not getting angry. Wouldn't change anything. I hate annoyances like this. Whoa, whoa! What's with the preaching in a place? You think you're hot shit or something? You mopes are 7 students, yeah? Better head straight home after school or your scary principal's gonna get you. That's enough, everyone. I think we all need to be shinier, happier people here. You don't want to make me mad, do you? Akichi? Well, who gives a damn about you anymore? Or no one will listen to you. You're not our boss no more. Well, this is news to Akichi. What? You want to repeat that, you worthless punk? We got a new leader, and he's way stronger than any boss. All your cronies at Kusai have switched sides to our new leader, Sugimoto-san. Sugimoto? You mean Hiroki Sugimoto? He's the leader at Kusai? We're joking around. And with that, they just run away. What was that about the new leader being stronger than any boss? Think you can say that again? It's just rumor going around. I just heard that, but everyone said that Kusai's new leader is stronger than the boss. So there's a new head honcho right under the old one's nose. Doesn't that sound a little sudden? Sounds like the result of another rumor. Maybe that Sugimoto's in league with Joker too. It's sure possible. There's no way he could take over an entire school that quick without something up his sleeve. By the way, I'm sure you know about the rumor about Seven's emblem being cursed. From what I understand, that rumor started at Cuss High. Do you know anything about it? We spread that rumor because the leader told us to. Said he threw mud on Seven's reputation because he hated them. What's up with that guy? Why would this Hiroki guy have such a grudge against our school? We'll just have to ask him in person. Hey, where's he now? He's in there, the secret lounge further in. Secret lounge? I'll smack the smile off that cocky bastard's face. And with that, Akichi leaves. Hold your horses there, Akichi. Hey, you said that... Hey, was there a girl called Cozy here? She was investigating the emblem curse rumor too. I don't know no Cozy. There was this girl who said her name was Miyabi Hanakoji, who went to see our leader, though. What? Did you just say Miyabi Hanakoji? Hanakoji-san went to see Hiroki? I gotta go. Wait, Akichi, it's too dangerous to go alone. Well, off he goes. Well, he took off by himself. Well, him aside, we can't turn our backs on Miyabi. We should go after him. What's everyone else have to say? If the rumor that the leader is stronger than the boss is spread far enough, Akichi might be in trouble. Hey, do you think she asked? Why do you think she asked us not to tell Akichi her real name? If she was going out with him like he said, wouldn't she want him to know? Maybe he was lying about her. I'm bad at words today. Anna Yoshizaka. That girl has the same look I did years ago before I met Miss Psycho. Okay, so here's why we're here. I wonder if the rumor about the maze on the second floor is true. I hear there's good stuff up there, but I can't go on my own. And that is the main reason I came here before actually turning in any of the rumors. Because I'm going to be doing this for basically the entire game, and honestly, I don't know if I'm going to ever win anything, but hey, you know what? It's worth a shot. If nothing else, it's worth a shot. I can at least try to win stuff. Okay, so off we go to the detective agency. So first things first, all the ones about weapons and armor, I'll do that later. Right now, I want to get the one for Zodiac's second floor being a maze, and the one for being able to win, basically, hard to win, but great prizes. I'm hoping for the best with this, and look, if I win, like, I don't know, once, maybe twice in the game, I'll be pretty happy with that. I'm pretty sure that the music in all of these places is different. Okay, so I can buy 21, so I'll buy 13, why not? Why specifically 13? Good question, I don't really have much of an explanation for it. I probably should go and talk to everyone when I go basically anywhere, but if I do, this series might end up getting a lot longer, and this series is already going to take a long time, and I'm talking to the wrong person. I need to talk to Tamaki. Hi Tamaki, what are you up to? So basically, I can talk to Tamaki, and she will deal with all the sweepstakes stuff for me. Very good. So now let's quickly see what everyone has to say and head on out. But why are rumors becoming reality? Will any old rumor become true? Because that's pretty crazy if you think about it. This really takes me back. Tamaki is a fellow St. Hermelin grad. I didn't think I'd find her working as a detective here. Oh, and I might as well add that to this Tadashi. Oh, and I might as well add that this Tadashi guy who went to St. Hermelin too. I'm surprised those two are still a couple. Yeah, they shouldn't be. Someone intentionally turning rumors into reality? Could it be Joker? I don't know. But yeah, anyway. So basically, Tadashi, if I recall correctly, it's like Tadashi was based on... I think it's like Tadashi is based on... whatchamacallem, like one of the main game designers. And Tamaki was designed after a model he really liked. So basically, he made an OC to date, but yeah, it's weird. And that's why, after people kind of noticed and kind of complained about it, Tadashi doesn't turn up in Eternal Punishment. I'm not counting Tadashi not turning up in Eternal Punishment as a spoiler. I'm gonna try my best to avoid spoilers where I can. Like, I'm gonna do my best to not bring up spoilers for, you know, any of the games. But yeah, I feel like that's one that I'm not gonna feel too bad about mentioning that, because it's kind of a weird one. And I don't have any kind of area of effect magic just yet, but that's fine, I can probably just annihilate stuff. And by that I mean, actually, I don't know how quickly I'll be able to get through this area, but I want to be a little bit careful about it, because I also what I don't want to happen is for everyone else to get way higher level than Akichi. On the plus side though, I do remember that at various points throughout this game, I will be missing party members. Basically, I think at some point or another in this game, you have basically every party member just leave for a dungeon or two. But hey, I don't remember when each of those are, because, I'll be honest, as much as I do remember a fair bit of this game, if you ask me exactly which order I'm supposed to do everything, that is a little bit of a mess for me, because I don't remember that off the top of my head. However, I did find the stairs there, but I want to find everything else. Okay, zombie DJs. Fair enough. Okay, we have Feral Claw now, which does havoc damage. I've played through this game, I think this is the third or fourth time I'm playing through this game. if you ask, like, I still don't understand what the concept of havoc damage is, but hey, here we are. Also, so, I don't remember what level I was at when I last finished this game, but I want to say, I want to say I'll probably roll credits at roughly a little over level 50. Like, I've never actually sat and grinded to be super high level in this or Eternal Punishment. I think I got to like mid 50s in this and like maybe low 60s in Eternal Punishment. But that's the highest I've ever grinded in this game. Unlike in Persona 3, 4, and 5, where I just went to level 99 in all of them. Although, to be fair, that's probably because all of the... words? That's probably... I'm terrible at words today. Why am I recording? I'm doing so badly with words. Anyway, yeah, so at some point... I don't know. I don't know what level I'll end the game at, but given my previous playthroughs of this, it will likely be somewhere in the low 50s. Like, low to mid 50s. I could, like, obviously, I'm talking like I'm even remotely close to the end of the game. No, this is like the second dungeon. This is the second dungeon, and I think there's like 23? It's either 20 or 23. Anyway, I think there's 3 or 4 floors in this area. Okay, we found an Agi card. So when I go and fuse something new now, I should be able to go and teach that Agi. However, right now, I'm not too bothered about getting new personas, because obviously the current plan, the current goal is basically just going, yeah, I want to get as much, like, I want to max out my current personas. I want to max out my current personas before I move on and, you know, try to get new ones. Unfortunately, I can do just that by, you know, using all my spells a fair bit. I don't remember what the combination is for Light Smasher, though. Okay, Yukino hit level 7, though, so that's kind of nice. And the real question is, where are all the other items? Okay, we found a Zio card. That could actually be super helpful, because I don't think I had many things with Zio the last time I played this game. All the time before. All the time before that, now that I think about it. And I feel like Zio is one of those bizarre things where I feel like I always had it in most of the other games, but in 1 and 2 I just never did. Although, to be fair, in the original Shin Megami Tensei, Zio is like an absolute god tier spell. Because it basically just goes, okay, cool, stun, and it basically just works as a stun, and it might be the most broken thing in the game. It is hilariously good. Okay, so I can just auto this. We take a tiny bit of damage, but now I just Blazing Burst, finish off this thing. I don't need to worry about the SP costs, because we regen SP as we walk. So I feel pretty confident about that. Okay, we got an energy drink, so that's a healing item available to me now if I need it. I likely won't, but hey. Okay, we find a Dia card. Am I just going to find a whole bunch of... Okay, a Bufu card. I have a feeling I'm just going to find like a whole bunch of basic spell cards here. A free card. I think those are basically just like blank cards. I think they're basically blank cards that I can use. I think I can use them at the Velvet Room. If I recall correctly, I can use them in the Velvet Room, I can talk to a demon in the Velvet Room, and he'll turn those into just a card of whatever I want. So let's say I have 10 of those free cards, and I need 10 more, I don't know, Hierophant cards to get a persona that I want. I can use that to make 10, and then I'm just free to use them.
Looks like you're all
Okay, so we also got another rank up for Vesta. Very nice. Everyone aside from whatchamacallit, Yukino is close to another level up. And do we have any more hidden items around here? Yes, we do. A Magna card, so I now have 2 of those. Staff room. There's probably something in here, or at least some dialogue. Oh, it's weird mask people already. Okay. I could have sworn they'd turn up later. I'm glad that my like has completely gone on, but I really hate having to come to these gatherings. It was a shock to find that summons at the bottom of my boxed lunch. Feels like I'm being watched. Okay. I totally had a summons in my purse too yesterday. Yesterday. I was like, is someone stalking me? It was totally creepy and stuff, but but part of the deal was to come to these gatherings. I'm not turned into one of those thingies, so okay. A gathering. I wonder what that's about. It seems like someone summoned them here. I don't like the sound of this. Ichi's not here either. He won't be in trouble if we... Won't he be in trouble if we don't hurry and go after him? Yes, he will. I heard a rumor about the secret lounge, but actually seeing it for myself is kind of weird. I used to come here about as often as I came to school. When did this city get so messed up? Well, Sumaru City, as we're going to learn, is a bizarre place, to say the least. Okay, we found 3 medicines. I should probably try to actually cover more of the map, because realistically, right now, it's kind of just... Right now, if I showed the map, it would basically just look it would pretty much just look like kind of a patchwork. But hey, we should be okay. And I know that Yukino does get Zio, which is going to be very helpful for me. And I misclicked that. But hey, that's... Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, good to know that Maya can now just one-shot those. That's actually very helpful to know. And pretty much as we go... Okay, that's resisted. That was resisted, not completely nullified. Bufu lands, finishes that off. And now we just Agi and Zio for the kill. Fantastic. So yeah, this dungeon is very short. Let's go luck, vitality, dexterity. No, I'll go strength. No, I'll go dexterity. I'm very bad at determining which stats to go for. I remember reading one time that you should just like go all in on dexterity, but I don't know. I kind of just like having a bit of a balance. Okay, we got an aqua card, and I believe I should be. Yeah, I've covered most of this area, so I don't need to worry about finding too many more items. Okay, we have... I know, this looks like a closer to gold version of the slime that we saw earlier, hence why it is just blob. Fair enough. Fair enough, game. As you do. So let's go for double Agi, and... I'll go for Hammer, double... No, Bufu, Magna, and double Agi, and I should be okay. Oh, wait, I did go for Hammer. Well, Blazing Burst probably kills here unless it nullifies fire. Does it? Okay, that just annihilated it. And do we get a mutation? No, we do not. I'm going to hope for mutations throughout the game, but I don't know if or when I'm going to get them, because obviously they are random. Okay, Garu was kind of nice. So, now I get to talk about a very fun, minor little thing that happened to me the first time I played a Shin Megami Tensei game. Because, as it turns out, well, technically it was the first time I played a Persona game. Because I had played, the first SMT that I played was SMT Nocturne. So the first Shin Megami Tensei experience I had Zan spells. And Garu just wasn't in SMT Nocturne. And then I spent a fair bit of the first Persona game I played. So, the first one I played was 5, I started with Persona 5 and worked my way backwards. But more accurately, I went 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, I played them in a maybe slightly weird order, to be fair. But yeah, pretty much, I kind of just spent the first early part of Persona 5 being like, wait, why did they rename Garu to why did they rename Zan to Garu? And then, as it turns out, no, Garu is wind, Zan is force. And then I had to quickly, learn and accommodate, oh wait, these are 2 different things. But hey, eventually I learned. It took me a little while, but I did eventually learn. To be honest, I am looking forward to when I eventually go back and replay SMT Nocturne, because I haven't actually played it since I first played it. I played it the first time, and I haven't played it again since. I also have the very inconvenient thing of, I played it on... I played the European version on the PS3, and for some reason, I don't know why this happens. I don't know why this happens, specifically if you play the European version on the PS3, I got to the final boss, I beat the final boss, and then the game just froze, and I never got to see the ending. Which, honestly, I'm glad that I hadn't gone for the true demon ending, because if I'd done all the work to try to get the true demon ending, and that happened, I would have been so mad. Also, here is Trish's Spring. We will not be using it very often, but still. This world runs on give and take. Hey, wait, is this your first time here? But I better introduce myself. Name is Trish. This is my fountain of healing. I'll treat your runes. So this is a greedy, money-loving fairy who was kicked out of the fairy realm and can't go back until she's done her fair share of good deeds. Not for free, of course. This world runs on give and take. Give me money, and I'll take away your pain. So, how much does she want to heal? It will be 5,000. Yeah, no. And, yeah, if you say no, she is basically... If you say no to her ridiculous prices, she basically goes, okay, just dive in. It's like, calm down, it's not that serious. And also, her prices here at the start of the game are... I think that... Hang on, wait. This feeling, it's Akichi. He's calling for us... he's calling for us, Tatia, just up ahead. Yeah, for some reason, Trish's Spring in Persona 2, I'm pretty sure at the start of Persona 2, it costs more than it does at the end of Persona 1. I mean, to be fair, in Persona 1, it is incredibly cheap. Like, in Persona 1, it is almost insultingly cheap, to the point at which you can basically just go and heal after every fight and it'll be fine. And it is absolutely disgustingly busted. It's so helpful. But hey, I can't really complain that she increased her prices, but also at the same time, it is a little bit on the inconvenient side. Okay, now I guess I'll just go for Blazing Burst. I'll go for Blazing Burst just for my own convenience and, you know, once again, putting my hopes in a mutation. No mutation's gonna happen here. I feel like I never get mutations. I feel like my luck is really bad with that. Okay, we got a pale hairband. Let's have a quick look-see and see what that does. But it is some degree of... Oh, it gives 1 agility. Okay, Lisa, you can have that because that's your entire deal, and I guess I'll give Yukino the Saffron Earring, because she has a mountain of vitality, and I guess I can kind of work her into being almost a tank. What does this guy have to say? Whoa, hold it right there. If you want to hang in with the in-crowd, you better come back with a mask. Okay. Also, that is a damage flaw, so we want to avoid that. And I guess it's just more zombies. Just more zombies and a harpy. So once again, I can target that with that. I can target one of them with Blazing Burst, hammer one of them, and then go for Magna on the harpy. I probably don't kill all of them this turn, but we should be okay. No poison. Not getting poisoned is always going to be welcome. And we Blazing Burst to annihilate the zombie DJ. So there goes that. Vesta hits rank 6. Very nice. Hammer lands. He takes that out. Maya hits hits rank 5. And we get... Well, Lisa actually just one-shot that thing. Which is honestly kind of a surprise, because Lisa is not a party member who I have... I don't have particularly high opinion of her as a party member, to say the least. Okay, so, what's going on here? I take it this is your first gathering? Rumor is, that's true for everyone who was summoned today. You got a card from the lady, right? If you don't have a mask, you won't be able to get into the secret lounge. Okay. These gatherings are so lame, but it helps us to think of it as a free ticket to a party. It's worth it to have a smaller mouth anyway. Man, I totally forgot to bring the mask they gave me. I was like, what now? Good thing there are some spares in that box there. Also, important note. This kid, I'll mention this again at a later time, this kid is wearing the this kid is wearing the uniform of Karukozaka High School. He is actually he is a student from the school from SMT-If. That will come up again at a later time. That stupid boss isn't here either. There's always one bad apple in every bunch. Jeez, he's so self-centered. You're pretty deadly with that katana, Tassia. One of my old pals was a whiz with a katana, but you're not half bad yourself. Bet you're pretty handy with your fists too, huh? Yeah, sure. I thought so. How about it? Want to try teaming up in negotiations next time? That is actually a negotiation thing I can now use. Lady, masks, cards. I smell something fishy here. There's funny business going on in this place. I'm worried about Kishi-kun too. Hopefully we can find a way into this secret lounge. Well, can I look in these boxes? Apparently I can't. You found a strange mask in the box. Do we now have the strange mask? Okay, out we go. And I do quickly want to double check the remainder of this floor just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. And of course I missed something. Okay, so yeah, that's why we avoid damage floors. They do quite a lot of damage. I feel like they range from doing absolutely no damage to, oh man, there just went a mountain of my health. And there's I feel like there's rarely like a kind of in-between for it. Like, you will get either a ton of damage or absolutely nothing. I feel like what I should do here is probably actually have Tatsuya lead on those. Because I think if I have Tatsuya lead on the cast, he's like the main caster for it. But I don't actually know how it works. I don't know how it kind of like attributes the kill credit, I guess. Either way. Okay, that's a mutation. And we get a stat boost. So you can't just get a stat boost. You can get a stat boost, you can get new moves, and some can turn into other personas entirely. Or at least they can unlock the ability to become other personas entirely. And I don't mind giving Maya the other one that I just got, because that should. Okay. And Maya, since she has the most SP on the team, I'm just going to use her as my main healer right now. I say that, eventually I'll get something with Media, and we'll just be able to use that. And there was nothing else here. Of course there wasn't. But hey, on the plus side, we can just breeze through another one of these fights. I'll have Tatsuya lead it. Go there. I'll have Lisa use Magna on the Harpy once again. Yes, these fights are very formulaic because I'm just doing the exact same thing because I keep finding all the same enemies. But hey, it works. So Eros lands Magna, annihilates that Harpy. Now, Maya and her... Maya's persona is Maya. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. And we can also get another fusion spell going. I will try to use a whole bunch of fusion spells throughout the game. And they will definitely be... And as you can tell by the fact that they do a ton of damage, they will be my go-to for boss fights. Because they are very helpful and honestly kind of essential in making boss fights not tedious. Because I'm not going to lie, the first time I played this game, I didn't use them in boss fights. I think I didn't really use them in boss fights the last time I played this either. And I think I just made the game take so much longer unintentionally. You know what? Lisa, can you negotiate with us? They're nervous around each other. Okay, can these two negotiate successfully with them? Hey, just leave it to me. Okay, I guess Yukino just went for it herself. Okay. Okay, that made her angry. What if I take a photo of it? Is this gonna help? That... Okay, that did give it eagerness. Why did I just take a picture? Because it's cute. No, that made it mad. Sold it at a yard sale. Yeah, that just made it mad. Okay, yeah. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just fight them. I mean, they're not going to do much damage, so I don't need to worry too much. Okay, Zio hits 4. You know, I was a bit more I was kind of actually worried there for a second, and then I saw it do 3 damage and suddenly, you know, I was genuinely concerned for a second, and then I saw it do 3 damage, and now I don't need to worry at all. And now it just runs away like a big hero. However, I would like to thank the game for not landing poison on me, because poison would be very annoying to have to deal with. Blazing Burst takes out that, Magna lands. Doesn't kill Puck in 1 though, but Bufu now is enough to finish it off. And I can Actually, hang on, wait. Okay, as it turns out, a lot of my currently available ones, like a lot of my currently available, whatchamacallthems, fusion spells, kind of require Akechi, which obviously isn't great for me. But hey, that should be okay. I don't need to heal. I definitely don't need to heal right now, but hey, we should be okay. Poisoner doesn't do anything. Thank you, game, for not just hitting me with the poison. Okay, Volcanus is... I want to say they max out at rank 8? So we're most of the way with Tatsuya. We're most of the way with most of our party. Obviously, the Akechi will have fallen a little bit behind because he hasn't been in this dungeon. Okay. Welcome to the wild dance, my brothers. The smoking hot party's still going on inside. Okay, so, in we go. And Akechi is getting jumped again. Oh man, check it out, the boss. What are you holding your stomach for? Oh, what? Okay, so this is Hiroki Tsukimoto, the new leader of Cuss High. Seems to have been plotting revenge against Akechi since his humiliation in middle school. Easy there. You know what's going to happen if you bring your death spirit, right? And he goes right back to getting jumped. Okay, you ain't shit without that death spirit of yours. What's with your I won't allow any bullying of the weak crap? You only said that because you're weak. That gathering stuff seemed like a pain in the ass, but I'm glad that I came if it meant seeing something from this awesome. Sheesh, you're a mess. Is she really that important to you? Whatever. She was only tagging along, but if anything happens to Hanakoji-san, you punks are in for a world of pain. Huh? What are you talking about? Hanakoji's... No, don't tell him. Please don't say it. Didn't know? Oh, this here is Miyabi Hanakoji. Really? Are you really Hanakoji-san? I'm sorry. Why did you never say anything? I was too embarrassed. I didn't want you to know, Akechi. Were you guys going out or something? You two would be a perfect match. It's nothing like that. I admired the Hanakoji-san I knew back then. Really? Say what you want about me, I don't care. But anyone who laughs at her is a dead man. Looks like you don't really get what kind of position you're in. Watch closely. And immediately gets jumped again. That Hiroki guy's the worst. Alright, I'm gonna bust out my persona and... Wait, if we storm in there, we hurt Akechi's pride. I know it's tough to watch, but this is his moment. Want us to just sit back? No way. Let's go save them, Tatsuya. So, if you choose to save them, you do a boss fight here, but I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Alright, Hiroki. You got me. Do your worst. Just let her go. Looks like you're finally getting the picture. Fine. I ain't gonna go soft and only take an arm here. To get back for what you put me through, I'm gonna have to take both arms and legs. You still bitching about Emery pantsing you in middle school? Of course! Also, of course I am. It's your fault that my girl dumped me for that. That wasn't it. You got fed up with the way you pick on anyone weaker than you. That's a lie. You're lying. It was your fault. Everything is. That's right, damn it. The leader is stronger than the boss. You hear? In that case, I quit being the boss. And then he just one-shots him. The leader might be stronger than the boss, but there's no way Hiroki Sugimoto is ever stronger than Akichi Mishina. After that beating you put me through, I'm calling it even between us. Yeah, so he just got battered. Easy. I've got no right to act all superior about what Hiroki did. There's no difference between that and what I've done. Not really. I acted like a big hero ordering my guys to pick on the weak, but all that was just a front. Really, it was just an excuse to beat people up with my persona, and that ain't how a man should act. What happened to the usual self-centered, heedless goon we all know? Oh, if nothing else, that stuff you said a second ago, it was pretty cool. Even without your persona, you were brave, Arakichi. Sorry for being so mopey. Anyway, I'm done being boss. Starting now. Hanakoji-san? Are you well? I guess you're not okay, huh? I'm sorry, Akichi. I'm sorry to have caused you all this trouble. Don't worry about it. The look on your face is a... No, don't look. Look, I'm sorry. And with that, Miyabi runs away. Alright, time to spill it all. If you don't, you're gonna find that there's way worse. I'll talk. What do you want to know? Why did you order your stooges to spread a rumor that Seven's emblem was cursed? The student council president told me to. He said he'd make me leader with Master Joker's powers if I ruined Seven's reputation. That Yasuo, I turned him down so he went with the next name on his list. The people here said something about a gathering going on today. What did they mean by that? There's an organization you have to join once Master Joker grants your ideal. I heard the gathering was an initiation ceremony. Which reminds me, I also heard that one of our executives, Lady Scorpio, was going to be at the gathering. This was going to be my first time going, so that's really all I know. Come on, just let me go. Looks like you're telling the truth. Alright, you're off the hook, but you better not go near Joker ever again. Got it? Well, we have our culprit. Next stop, up for Kusai Student Council President. I'm gonna beat the stuffing out of that guy. Okay, so, now that we've completed Club Zodiac, there is one thing I want to go and do before I end off today's episode. So I want to go over here to Silverman Manor and just check to see if I've won. So, this is actually Lisa's house. To the surprise of everyone. Oh, wait, we don't have any reason to come here. Oh, you're home, Lisa? I told you, in this house you can come, when you come home you must report to your father. Wait, we aren't even at the doorstep yet. So this is Stephen Silverman, Lisa's strong, sturdy father, an American who loved Japan so much he applied for citizenship. He wants Lisa to become a proper Japanese lady. A proper Japanese lady is modest, quiet, is filial piety, and respects the rules of the household. Come, your tea lesson is beginning. Okay, so yeah, I'm home now. Ever looked around at Japanese ladies these days? They go to clubs and party all night with guys. I'm doing exactly like you asked. Yeah, so they probably have a bit of a strange relationship, would be my guess. What is it, young man? Is there something you wish to discuss with me? Yeah, about the sweepstakes. Did we win anything? Ah, of course. This was delivered here. Go on, take it. Okay. Sadly, you are not a winner this time. We encourage you to continue entering in the future, so we will be doing that. But, proper Japanese lady. I wonder what kind of classy family lived here, but it was her house? So that's her dad, and this is her house. She's a white girl who uses Cantonese. What country is she from? And why are you always wearing a hakama? It doesn't look good, it just looks hot. Ah, let's go, Tatsuya. I guess Lisa doesn't get along with her dad. She's lucky to even have one. And I accidentally talked to Maya again. My dad ran off one day with another Roman. I'd only kick his ass if I ever saw him again. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go and end off today's... I'm going to save first and end off today's episode here. And next time we're going to go and investigate Cuss High, and I think we should maybe start getting on towards a point where I can, you know, start doing proper episodes, I guess. And I feel like so far I've been a bit inconsistent with the quality of these. But hey, they can only get better as the game goes on. And you know, I get more time to ramble, I suppose, and not just stop and read text every 5 seconds. Anyway, I'm going to end off today's episode here. Yeah, we should have a new series starting on Monday, and then this will be Tuesday and Thursday next week. And Pokemon should have finished yesterday, I believe. So, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all on Monday for a new series, or on Tuesday for more Persona 2 Innocent Sin. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.